Hi, I'm Seth Ferguson, host of Purchase to Profits, where every day I interview successful real estate investors about real goals, real money, and real estate. So if you're new to the channel and are interested in investing in real estate, or maybe you're already investing but want to learn from the best in the business about scaling and building your portfolio, you've come to the right place. So hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss a video, because we upload a new video every single day. We had a really big week this week. Our channel launched. We've had lots of viewers, lots of subscribers. So thank you very much for watching and subscribing. At the end of this video, I've included my favorite clips from every single guest we've had, and I hope you really enjoy the lessons that they brought to us. First of all, we had Danny Randazzo, who sold everything and then moved with his wife to a brand new market just to build his real estate portfolio, and he acquired his first $1 million property soon after. Then we had Ellie Perlman, who really brought an MBA-style approach to real estate investing, and that's allowed her to scale her real estate business up to $250 million worth of real estate. And then we had Dan Hanford, who already owned 5 successful medical practices, but was paying way too much tax. And nobody likes paying more tax than they have to. So he's really used real estate investing to keep more money in his pocket after taxes. Rob Beardsley, here's a guy who put a property under contract and then set out to raise $4.5 million for it. If this isn't trial by fire, I don't know what is. And then our last guest this week was Marco Santarelli, who really showed us how it's not really financial freedom what we should be looking for. It's really time freedom, because time is our most valuable asset. I really hope you enjoy these quick tip video clips from our guests this week. Check back next week. I'm really excited for who we're bringing on the show, and hit the subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching.
And having a network that we could immediately tap into, where we had knowledgeable experts, we had a real estate attorney, we had insurance contacts, we had other professionals to support us. And so we didn't have to build all those relationships from scratch, because, you know, that's one of the most time-consuming things to be successful in the business, is building those relationships. And so what I like to say to all of the people that I work with in the real estate industry is that, you know, this is not just one transaction. This is the first of many that's going to come. So my partners and I value very highly the relationships that we build, and that's the only thing that's going to make us and keep us successful going forward.
Learning about how businesses work, how you market yourself, how to build an operations, that knowledge is applicable to any business. And I'm definitely a different person now, because I think differently. I don't look at a deal and I say, oh, you know what, I just want to get through that deal. I'm looking at everything as a whole. I'm looking at it as a business. And I'm asking, from the first day that I got into real estate investing, I was asking, how can I build this as a business? How can I scale it? So it took me more time than others to start investing, because I was working on building systems that will scale and work.
So the real estate was a thing that came on later, when I started to make money, you know, because once I started to make money, I started to have to write these very painful 6-figure checks to the government, and was getting a little frustrated, because, you know, so you spend all year long busting your behind and working as hard as you can, and then having to pull out the checkbook at the end of the year and write that check. And it was quite painful. And so because of that, I started to look for ways to, you know, reduce my taxable liability legally. You know, obviously I'm not want to do anything, you know, illegal, but being able to find ways that, you know, I guess the biggest example that everybody knows about is Donald Trump, right? You know, everybody always says, well, how does he not pay any money in taxes? And he's this billionaire, right? Well, it's because he invests in real estate. He invests in communities. He invests in areas that, you know, provide him with lots of tax advantages that he can carry over year to year to year, and he reduces his taxable liability. And so for real estate, that's really what came into play for me, is to be able to help to reduce my taxable liability.
You know, don't underestimate how hard it is to get people to part with their money, regardless of how great of a deal you think you have. But even though it was a stressful time, I'm super thankful for it because of the relationships I built through that experience. How I think it's good to throw yourself into the capital raising process. Just go ahead and go do it. I think it's the exact opposite for the real estate stuff. When talking about actually the deal, the underwriting, the due diligence, and the property management, asset management, takeover, all of that, please try to lay the groundwork as early as possible. One of the things my dad tells me all the time is before you're under contract, the days feel long and there's time. As soon as you're under contract, the days go by super fast, super stressful. And so everything you can do outside of being under contract everything that you do while under contract, if you can do that outside or pre-contract, go ahead and do that, because it'll make the contract experience that much better.
Look, at the end of the day, I wanted to say financial freedom, but that's really a means to an end. The real reason is time freedom. You've probably heard this saying before, but just being able to do what you want, when you want, on your own terms, it's ultimately about time, not so much money.
Yeah.
So if you have enough income to cover all your expenses and then some, what that gives you is the ability and the flexibility to do whatever you want, whenever you want.